Wembley Stadium was the venue as two of England's biggest clubs clashed for a place in the FA Cup final. Newcastle United were looking to win their first trophy in decades. They'd come close to achieving success under Kevin Keegan in the 90s and had reached two unsuccessful FA Cup finals under Kenny Dalglish and Ruud Gullit. Geordie Bobby Robson was brought into the club to try and take them to the next level, and his reign had got off to a great start with a record-breaking 8-0 home win over Sheffield Wednesday. Robson was hoping to end his first season with a trophy. Chelsea had overcome Hull City, Nottingham Forest, Leicester City and Gillingham to reach the semi-finals, and were looking to maintain the good cup pedigree they'd built up. The Blues had won the cup in '97, as well as a double success the following year in the League Cup and European Cup Winners' Cup.
Good afternoon, welcome to London for our coverage of the FA Cup. Today we're at Wembley Stadium for the second of this season's FA Cup semi-finals. It's Newcastle United against Chelsea. The winners come back here on May the 20th for the FA Cup final, where they'll face Aston Villa. Well, let's see the team that Bobby Robson has picked for today's game. Well, there are a few surprises in the Newcastle starting 11. Steve Howe, number 6, has recovered from a hamstring injury which has disrupted his season, and he finds a place again in this team and partners Nikos Dabizas at the centre of the defence. Chelsea's strike force on Wednesday, Zola and Flo, are both dropped to the substitutes bench despite both scoring at Stamford Bridge, and their places go to Sutton, number 9, and George Weah. Frank Leboeuf returns after suspension, replacing the cup-tied Emerson Tom, while Romanian Dan Petrescu is rested, allowing Roberto Di Matteo, who scored that very fast FA Cup final goal in 1997, to take his place. This is Chelsea's second FA Cup semi-final at Wembley. In 1994 they beat Luton Town here, and Chelsea get us underway. This their 51st game of the season. Certainly having a huge squad of international players certainly helps. And George Weah has been played in here right at the start of the game. He's hooked the ball on goalwards, and it's taken by the Newcastle United goalkeeper Shagib. Speed. George Weah now for Chelsea. Sutton. They still can't clear it. Weah! Offside. That's not going to count. Well, they all had the opportunity to celebrate there, Chelsea. Plenty thought that was a goal. Looking at the slow motion replay, it was very tight. Hughes up towards Shearer. He flew in on Dennis Wise. Ferguson. Shearer. Oh, he gave the ball away rather cheaply there to Di Matteo. Oh, good interception by Howie. Given completes the clearance. Game has settled down into a pleasing ebb and flow of Newcastle attack followed by Chelsea attack. Wise. Poyet. Sutton. Weah, terrific ball. Poyet! 1-0 to Chelsea. The ease at which Chelsea carved through Newcastle then was embarrassing. A succession of 1-2s, and Newcastle were well and truly undone. George Weah just out the ball through, And Poyet just helped the ball over Shea Given. And it's first blood to Chelsea after 16 minutes of the game. Poyet began the move. Picked out Sutton. Nobody picked him up though. Hughes. Debisas. It's missed. Oh, there's an appeal for handball in there. It was missed initially by Desailly. And Gus Poyet, or was it Leboeuf, appeared to handle the ball? Well, that's handball. Definitely. There was a very loud appeal by the fans. The referee didn't spot it though. It's a corner kick now to Newcastle United with 5 minutes to go to half-time. It's headed out by George Weah. Maybe some of that luck we talked about earlier on has been evened out now. Solano. Harley. Throw-in goes Newcastle's way. Now Newcastle United could do with a goal here to lift their sagging confidence. Shearer. Oh, what a chance there for Solano. Newcastle's best opportunity of the match. De Hoy came for the ball, got stuck in no man's land, and was, I'm sure, relieved to see it fly over his crossbar. Had Solano kept his shot down there, parity would have been restored. Harley trod on the ball. But Poyet shielding it here from Warren Barton. Well, Chelsea have started the second half a little shakily here. You do get the impression Newcastle United have been encouraged, let's put it that way, by their manager Bobby Robson at half-time. How on earth Gus Poyet let Warren Barton in the back door here? Goodness only knows. It's a corner kick play to the back post. Dyer's there for Newcastle. Didier Domi. Dyer again. Shearer! So close to his 17th FA Cup goal for Newcastle in this his 21st cup tie. Every breath from every Newcastle fan is now urging their side on towards an equaliser. Speed. Dyer. Oh! Marvellous save. Ferrer. And here's Di Matteo. Foul by Rob Lee, who wasn't even considered to be part of the Newcastle first team at the start of the season under the managership of Ruud Gullit. Bobby Robson changed all that. Chelsea have a rare opportunity to attack here. Even gets it clear. Desailly was fouling Dyer. Dennis Wise being the ball boy, very considerate. We're 20 minutes into the second half, it's still Newcastle 0, Chelsea 1. Solano. Warren Bott. Howie. Solano and Shearer. He's left Leboeuf. It's a lovely cross and a beautiful goal. Newcastle are level. Robert Lee. He hasn't scored an FA Cup goal for almost 3 years. What a time to score one. Shearer, so often the goal scorer for Newcastle, this time his goal maker. Terrific determination by Shearer to get the ball into the middle, and Rob Lee, the man thrown on the scrap heap by Ruud Gullit at the start of the season, could well have signalled Newcastle United's revival in this semi-final. Oh, we have a very different game now. There really was an inevitability about that goal, bearing in mind how much Newcastle had attacked. But this is where they could be vulnerable just after they've scored. Given gets it clear. Chelsea, oh, there's a fight here involving Poyet and Warren Barton. And the tamest of games has sparked into aggression and anger just seconds after that goal. And it's two South Americans, Gus Poyet and Norberto Solano, who are swapping insults for fun. Shearer, Solano. Tour and Ray Flo, the cavalry are arriving. If a little bit late, Wise arriving. We're arriving here for Chelsea. Harley. It's a lovely cross. 2-1 to Chelsea. And he's done it again. That could be the goal which takes Chelsea to the FA Cup final. Gus Poyet again has scored for Chelsea. What a superb cross, and Poyet was head and shoulders above the Newcastle defence to restore Chelsea's lead and bring delight and relief to Gianluca Vialli. Oh, how bitterly disappointing for Bobby Robson. Harley. Corner. Gus Poyet on a hat-trick, remember, and he scored a hat-trick in his first ever FA Cup game at Hull back in the third round. Naby Sass marking Poyet in the middle. Harley. John Harley, Chelsea's former youth team captain, and it's Timori Ketsbaia who's played in the last two FA Cup finals, coming on, as is Gianfranco Zola. About to step into his 18th FA Cup tie for the club. So Aaron Hughes is off, and it's Ketsbaia on. And it's George Weah who's being replaced here. And for many people's money, Chelsea's first choice strike force is now on the field, Zola and Flo. Dabisas, he was under pressure from Gianfranco Zola. All that meaty self-confidence by Newcastle, which was so evident at the start of the second half, just seems to have evaporated now in the spring sunshine. Although here's Solano. Ketsbaia. Blue shirts come in this way and that. Dyer. Solano, another great cross, but no great header on the end of it this time by Gary Speed. I thought we were going to have a copybook goal from the one scored by Robert Lee. That was another superb telling cross, but Speed just unable to direct his header goalwards. And Chelsea have nicked the ball here. Poyet back to Zola, who can end it here. You always know Zola's going to get a shot on target and provide some work for the opposing goalkeeper. As we move into stoppage time at the end of the game, how many minutes? 4. 4 to be added on. I thought it'd be slightly more than that, to be honest. And now Chelsea have a free kick for the foul by Didier Domi. There's no point Newcastle arguing, they're just wasting their own time. They need the ball down at the other end of the field, and they need it there quickly. Zola, Petrescu. Petrescu for Chelsea. Harley. There's a huge gap opening up here. Di Matteo. And Domi, with nobody up in support, hacks the ball to safety. And this is just what Chelsea would have wanted. The ball seems glued in that Newcastle United half of the field. Newcastle United just can't win it back for the time being, but they've done so now. Dyer, Dabisas. And that's going to be a goal kick. It's going to be another long, fruitless trip to Wembley for those Newcastle fans. It's going to be 6 defeats on the trot for Newcastle at Wembley. And this terrific run of Newcastle's of having won their last 6 FA Cup semi-finals seems destined to come to an end now. Unless a Newcastle player can score the goal to take us into extra time. Solano, Shearer, and Dyer. Saved by De Hoy. Solano peels for handball. Neither referee nor referee's assistant spotted it. And Zola could be away here. And it's intercepted by Warren Barton. Shearer with a flick on, and it's all the way through to De Hoy. I make it 1 minute of stoppage time still to play, but Dyer gave Chelsea something to worry about there. And there was no handball. Came off the midriff of Leboeuf. The final whistle is just seconds away. Zola's offside. Chelsea are in touching distance of a 6th appearance in the FA Cup final. Warren Bott, headed clear by Poyet. Howie. That'll do. Chelsea will be coming back here on the 20th of May for the FA Cup final. Gus Poyet's 2 goals have been enough to steer them past Bobby Robson's Newcastle United. For 3 seasons now, Newcastle have come here and lost. What a season it's turning out to be for Chelsea. Final score is Newcastle United 1, Chelsea 2, and Chelsea will play Aston Villa in the FA Cup final of 2000.